It seems lately, alongside a recent wave of negativity from Mojang, Microsoft, and modern Minecraft, there's been this push toward the past, going back to the way things used to be when we were younger and Minecraft was a simpler game. A time where many of us didn't have to worry about jobs or bills or the general strife of life. A time when Minecraft truly was an open sandbox for us to do, well, anything we wanted. This drive toward nostalgia has brought people back to beta Minecraft, specifically Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, the last version of what some would consider the old Minecraft. With Beta 1.8, Minecraft as a game changed entirely. Hunger was added, sprinting was added, world generation became more flat, villages, although unpopulated, were added, mineshafts, strongholds, endermen, and so much more were added to the game. For many at the time, 1.8 was an extremely exciting update that radically shifted how players interacted with the game and its world. It seemed like the last big pieces were going to be added to the game before its full release. Now though, many have come to regard it as one of the worst updates to have ever happened to Minecraft. Some view it as a turning point of sorts, the point where everything bad with Minecraft began. This is what led to Minecraft being as bloated as it is today. These players see modern Minecraft as convoluted, bloated, and far from what its original goal set out to do. What was once a sandbox game where players could do whatever they wanted and set out on any path had become a grinding of XP, making mob farms, and was overcomplicated and clunky. I firmly disagree with a lot of these people for a lot of reasons. I think Minecraft has issues, sure, but I don't think the game is worse now than it was in 2011. Not even close. It's far more popular now than it was then. I do think it's important though to recognize my biases when going into this little experiment of mine. I want to see if Minecraft Beta is really as good as they say, or what mods can maybe help freshen up that experience. Some of my first experiences with Minecraft were Minecraft Beta 1.3 with a PC Gamer demo, which I've made a video about in the past. So there are three main things, actually well technically four things I want to explore in this video. 1. Does Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 offer anything on its own that I can't get from modern Minecraft? 2. What mods are there that can help freshen the experience? 3. Are these mods required to make Minecraft Beta fun for me? And finally 4. Is Beta Minecraft better than modern Minecraft? I think all these are important as I want to be able to judge vanilla beta against vanilla 1.20. It would be extremely unfair of me to judge that version of Minecraft that is modded over the vanilla version of Minecraft of today. However, I do think it's important to note that mods can somewhat help the beta experience. I will also be trying to gauge my nostalgia through this. How clouded is my judgment based on the nostalgia I have for these older versions of Minecraft? Will that get in the way of what I feel? This is something I don't think enough beta purists think about when making their claims. I want to try to be as objective as possible when it comes to forming my entirely subjective opinions about different versions of a silly block game. So I recognize how goofy this all sounds, but I'm very serious. I want to do this right. So let's start with vanilla beta Minecraft. What was it like playing the game again and really getting into the world? When I first set out on my adventure, I spawned on a tiny island with a few trees. I immediately broke some trees because I know how hard nights in beta Minecraft can be. For those of you who don't know, without the ability to sprint, getting away from mobs is a lot harder, and at the start, without any armor, you are extremely vulnerable. Skeletons and spiders are by far your biggest threat, with no shields to counter arrows and spiders move very quickly. After thinking about where I'd like to settle down, I wanted to get a good spot to start a farm, so I could have a renewable food source. Bread was going to be my primary form of healing since I can't rely on pigs spawning consistently. There might be some ways to make pig farms in beta 1.7.3, but breeding animals wasn't possible until the beta 1.9 pre-releases, so I'm gonna stick with my bread. I made camp in a tiny wooden and cobblestone shack. I didn't want to spend my first night in a typical dirt hut. However, I found myself in a lot of trouble on the first night. You see, my bed wasn't in a great location. Bed location really matters in this version of Minecraft. If you sleep out in the open at night, you actually won't skip the night at all, and a hostile mob will spawn right next to you and attack you. So the game will just kick you out of the bed, and then you'll just have to fight a mob because you didn't put your bed in the right spot. This forced players to build small huts to skip the night. It's a really neat mechanic that I quite like, and I wish we could see something like this in modern Minecraft or something like that. Turns out, the issue here was that the corner of my hut wasn't put in place, so the game thought the mobs could spawn right next to me, thus causing me not to be able to skip the night. This led to my death where I respawned on that tiny island I mentioned earlier because I never technically reset my spawn point because I never technically slept. but I eventually got home and got back to safety. Going through the caves in this version was genuinely fun for me. I really enjoyed them. Minecraft Beta is really dark, and I don't mean like thematically, I mean like the game is just literally darker. It's harder to see. Running through the caves, I thought the ability to sprint or see anything in front of me was genuinely scary a couple times. It's not like I have an OP shield to defend myself with, or the ability to sprint away from the mobs if they attack me. If a skeleton starts shooting at me in this version, there is no indication visually of when he will shoot, just auditory. Skeletons fire arrows much faster in beta than they do in modern versions of Minecraft. Likewise, creepers in modern versions of Minecraft just kind of walk up to the player and then stop to blow up. In beta 1.7.3, creepers will continue to move even when in explosion distance. They will actually always move to the player's right. Technically, your left. You get how, whatever. You know how eyes work. Jesus. This can be pretty scary if you're not ready for it. It adds a bit of a learning curve, so you can dodge creepers by strafing it to the right. But if you're not ready for it and you haven't practiced, it can be super easy to die from a creeper. Dying super far away from your items is a serious problem in this version. Without sprinting, you can really lose everything due to how quickly items despawn. Overall, I found combat in this version to be much scarier and more of a Overall, I found combat in this version of Minecraft to be much scarier and more of a risk than a necessity. After giving it some thought, this makes a lot of sense for a true sandbox building game. Beta 1.7.3 is less of a survival mode and more of a limited creative mode. There is no hunger, and healing is easy as right-clicking food. You don't have to get into combat encounters, there are always ways to avoid it, and generally speaking, if you can avoid combat, you probably should. There's no real reason to do it. There's no enchanting, no XP, nothing really needed from the mob drops. Sure, bone meal is pretty useful and gunpowder makes TNT, which is fun, but that's not stuff you need to survive. Zombies drop feathers in this version, and you can get feathers from chickens from this version as well, so making arrows is kind of a non-issue. With the lack of any enchantments, especially mending, your gear will go away. It's just a matter of when. If you make a diamond pickaxe, you will need to mine at least 3 more diamonds with that pick to be productive. If you have full diamond armor, that armor will go away at some point. Your best armor to wear is likely iron for risky adventure as it's much easier to grab, but if you're just out exploring, leather armor does the trick just fine. I'm pretty sure passive mobs even respawn in this version, so if you kill cows near your base, you might find some more another day in a nearby location. With a lack of animal breeding, having them respawn like this feels like a necessity. The knowledge that my tools and armor will break was really daunting at first and made me really miss mending, but I quickly realized how reliant I had become on it for my survival experience. We're playing a game called Minecraft. Mending really encourages players to not go mining for stuff. I don't need to mine more diamonds when I have full netherite. I have all the stuff I need to build a cool base. I could get more for different armor trims or decorations, but I don't think diamond blocks look great, and I doubt I'd spend all that much time getting armor trims. Beta Minecraft reminds me that it's okay for things to go away. It's alright to have your tools disappear. It's natural. Nothing can last forever. Nothing was ever meant to last forever. Your pickaxe will break. Your sword will break. And that's okay. Going through my various worlds with this newfound mindset made my experience in beta a lot less stressful. I felt okay with just existing. I didn't have to worry about grinding for mending or grinding with all this new gear. I just existed. And that was enough for me. I didn't need the best gear because, frankly, who gives a shit? It's gonna go away eventually, so why care? All I really needed was a diamond pickaxe to go to the nether, and even then, I don't really need that if I have buckets of lava and water. Overall, the experience of beta was really calming, and it reminded me that I can relax in my life. The music would come back every once in a while, and it would fill me with so much nostalgia and joy. C418's alpha is a gem, we all know that, but damn, it just really sets the mood. It's light, it's calming, it's perfect for this version of Minecraft. Modern Minecraft music is good for different reasons, but it gives off very different vibes, which is great. Those vibes fit the modern thesis of Minecraft. I think the soundtrack of Caves and Cliffs really fits modern Minecraft. 1.19 and 1.20's soundtracks also fit their respective updates, not to mention 1.16's absolute banger of an EP. God, the Nether music is some of the best music in Minecraft. But here, in beta, it's simple. One soundtrack recorded and produced by one man. It's good. It feels good to be in this world. In this world with endless possibilities and the drive to do it at your own pace, knowing that someday, it will all go away. And that's okay. But why the fuck can't I shift-click things? Like, what the fuck is the point of this? I can't even shift-click shit. Yeah, look, I love beta, but my god, there are some quality of life features that are just straight up not here. Like, holy hell, I didn't realize how much I love the ability to shift-click a stack of items out of the crafting table at once until I didn't fucking have it anymore. I didn't realize how intuitive it was to just right-click your armor or shift-click it off. It's so tedious to put armor on and off in this version because you have to manually go into your inventory, click on the armor, drag it over to your little fucking guy, and put it on or put it off. You just can't shift-click it on or off. And while I'm on this topic, why the hell can't I place fences over air or water? I don't know if this was an oversight or if it was like originally like some kind of realism feature, but goddamn is it annoying to deal with fences. They take up an entire block instead of, their actual size. And same goes for every piece of grass or fern. It's not like an actually shaped block, it's like the block of air with a plant in the middle of it you have to click. So if I want to place something past the fence, I have to go around the entire fucking block and not just the fence. Because if I try to, the game will just put an item right in front of me or just not place the item. There are tons of little quirks like this that just really annoy me. Like, why is the AI for the mobs so stupid? Like, I think Minecraft modern day mobs are really dumb, but holy shit, they're stupid here. They get caught on the tiniest of ledges and they lose you the moment you round a fucking corner. Also, moving through the water just sucks in this version of Minecraft, whether it be by boat or by swimming. Aquatic traversal is just bad. Swimming is slower than the line of the DMV, especially when you're going on a 1x1 hole. Boats are clunky and slow and they break every time you so much as fucking sneeze on them. There's a lot of little quirks to this game that just make beta feel off. And I think it's important to remember that this is, a beta build of the game. It's not finished, so there are going to be little quirks like that. But at the same time, I kind of find these little quirks to be charming, but sometimes they're just really fucking annoying and they're too much for me to play the game. This all begs the question though, what am I getting out of this old version of Minecraft that I couldn't get out of a modern version? Well, a couple of things. Beta 1.7 is slow, and thus it's a lot more grounded. Everything is simpler. There's one type of planks, one type of stone, 6 ores or so, basic caves, a few simple, hostile, and passive mobs, and a beautiful world generation that is unlike anything modern Minecraft has to offer. Modern Minecraft has several different stone types, wood types, new ores that all do different things, tons of new biomes and structures, and so many more mechanical changes that can feel a bit daunting at times. But I think it's important to say that those features do add a lot to Minecraft. More structure and more things to do isn't really a bad thing. Almost everything Mojang adds nowadays is unobtrusive and you don't really need to do anything. Not to mention, of course, that modern Minecraft has tons of quality of life features that beta simply doesn't have. Modern Minecraft is playable across multiple platforms, while beta is stuck to the PC. Modern Minecraft, except maybe Java Edition, is far more optimized and much more of a complete package. I'd much rather pay $30 for modern Minecraft than $30 on Minecraft Beta if I had to choose. Thankfully, though, we get both. So if I'm wanting that classic slow Minecraft gameplay without the weird headaches that come along with playing beta, what can I do to ensure that I have the most fun as possible? Well, there are plenty of mods to download. I'm currently using the Beta Unleashed mod pack by fellow YouTuber Monster and No Mike. These mod packs add a ton of quality of life features such as better shift clicking, better boats, improved mining speed on certain blocks. If you've played beta, you'll know what I mean, as well as better video settings, performance, and other mods bundled in to just make the experience of beta that much better. I found playing the little things in Minecraft Beta to be a lot easier to deal with because of this mod. If you're interested in this mod pack, I'd say it's the best way to get the vanilla experience, and it's the way you should play the beta. Sure, you can just go straight into the vanilla game, but this mod just helps a ton with speeding up or easing up on the issues of the core experience. There will be a link to that in the description. You should check it out, and go thank the people that made the mod. It's really, really good. But if you are someone who thinks Beta 1.7.3 is lacking in new content, or maybe this mod just doesn't add enough truly unique things, then how could I not recommend Better Than Adventure? If you're a beta player, you know what this mod is and you've likely tried it. And for good reasons, it's one of the best mods out there. Like Beta Unleashed, it adds tons of quality of life features, but on top of that, adds so much more to the core experience. All new biomes, new stone types, trees, mobs, dungeons, creative mode, and new world types. This really is just the if Minecraft went in a different direction mod. It keeps that core beta feel while adding so much fresh, new content for players to enjoy. While I haven't joined any servers using this mod, I imagine it's a ton of fun to play with friends and go explore a new world. My first time playing this mod, I spawned right next to a dungeon, which blew me away. My first experience was a brand new structure unlike any dungeon I had seen in old versions of the game. It was just the thing to kick off my new adventure and spark my sense of wonder about the world that I was in. I found this dungeon to be a really great introduction to a few aspects that are unique to Better Than Adventure. Chainmail armor is really easy to get, however, you can't repair it by combining armor pieces. Instead, zombies wearing chainmail drop scraps of chain, which you can then use to repair your armor. Different armors do different kinds of defense. It's kind of like a replacement for enchantments, if you ask me. Dungeons now have multiple types of rooms and spawners. These are really fun to go through and add a lot to an otherwise fairly empty world. However, I think Better Than Adventure kind of defeats the purpose of playing beta Minecraft. Better Than Adventure adds in tons of new content like new woods, stones, and tons of brick variants for all those blocks and all those things you can do. It adds seasons, tons of new recipes of the game. It's just a lot. And I think the simplicity of beta is what makes it so appealing and special. I can go mining for hours because there's not 30 different types of stone to clog up my fucking inventory. On the one hand, the new content for beta is great for a ton of people who've been playing this version for years and want something new without having to deal with all the frustrating mechanics of modern Minecraft. For these people, I can understand how this mod brings new life to a very old, dead version of the game. For me though, I find the beta experience to be one of simplicity and pure creativity, so when you add in tons of new blocks and new mechanics, it kinda takes away the very reason I play beta. This is why the Beta Unleashed mod pack is now my go-to way to play this version of Minecraft. It has everything you need. There are a couple of quality of life features they could add, mainly letting the game go to full screen on any monitor, not just your main monitor. I know this can be fixed because, number one, other games do it, and number two, Better Than Adventure has fixed this issue. Overall, I think this is the way you should play beta today. You don't need Better Than Adventure to enjoy beta. In fact, I'd argue you should play something more vanilla before delving into modded beta. Really get a feel for that old vibe of Minecraft. But this all ties back to the original question I asked at the beginning of the video. Is beta better than modern? I think the answer is yes, but actually no. It depends entirely on what you find to be better in the game. I talk a lot about art and how we interpret art on this channel. If you've been watching my Mario videos, you'll know what I mean. But it's important to look at a game and consider its intention. Minecraft Beta is trying to be a very different game than modern Minecraft. Modern Minecraft is more of a game to build your own games on. It's more of a platform for you to build on. Sure, there is the core survival experience, but with multiplayer, plugins, mods, data packs, adventure maps, commands, more complex redstone, and so much more you can do with modern Minecraft, it's just a different game. Minecraft Beta has a lot of that freedom, yes, but it's certainly not built as a platform nearly as much as modern Minecraft is. There are no commands in Beta, there is no creative mode, there is just survival. It is a true sandbox experience. And I think in this way, it falls short for me. It doesn't really let me flex my creative juices as much. Sure, I can enjoy the mods, but without them, I'm very limited on what I can get accomplished in a reasonable amount of time in vanilla beta. That's not to say that I can't or you can't be creative, it's just that I think it's much harder for me and it takes a lot longer. For some, that's fine, but there are things that simply cannot be done in beta. You're not remaking the entirety of Pokemon Red in Minecraft Beta. You're just not going to do that without mods or something like that to the game. On the flip side of this, I get it. I understand the simplicity and the nostalgia rush that Beta brings. There are a ton of memories that many people hold with this old version of the game, and some simply find it to be more relaxing. In that sense, I agree. Beta 1.7.3 is better than modern Minecraft. It feels much more like an open sandbox. There are less toys made by the developers and more opportunities for you to create stuff yourself. You have to populate your world with cool builds. You're not going to find villages or mansions, it's just you. You get to make that village. With friends if you want to do like on a simple server, and that's good fun. Beta offers a simpler path. A view to a time when Minecraft was just some small indie game made by a tiny team of Swedish developers, and for that, I love it. It reminds me of being a child. It reminds me of those cool summer nights where I stayed up late with my brother to play Minecraft. It reminds me of watching my favorite YouTubers play cool adventure maps or try out different mods. It's just a different time. The early 2010s were just a very different time for the internet and gaming in general. It's one I look back on fondly. Sure, beta has its issues and in many ways it cannot compete with modern Minecraft, but I still hold it in a very special place in my heart, especially the old PC Gamer demo. So, which one's better? Neither. They're both great for different reasons. It's up to you, the players, to decide which one you love more. You shouldn't be hating on people who like the other version either. It's a fucking block game. It doesn't matter which version you play. It doesn't matter which one's forced because Microsoft is fucking up. Nobody cares. We can all enjoy our different versions of the game. There's no need to divide and hate. We all love the same silly block game. At the end of the day, no matter which version you're playing, you're still playing Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a ton of fun writing it and a ton more fun playing the old versions of Minecraft again. If you're interested in my content, why not subscribe and check out my other Minecraft videos. Perhaps check out videos about other games as well. I want to branch out a little bit on my other content. And if you want to support me more directly, you can consider becoming a member. As a member, you get access to video essays like this one early, as well as access to full live stream VODs. I live stream now, by the way. I plan on doing it every Saturday night, but I am moving soon, so that may not happen, and I may be hard to get on that schedule, but I'm gonna try. If you can't become a member, not to worry. I will edit compilations of these live streams to shorter videos. However, personally, I don't think anything can replace the full live experience, having me interact with you directly. You're just not going to get that out of a compilation video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye!